Imagine trying to speak English without using the words and, but, or then. You might say something like, I woke up, I drank coffee, I went to work. It sounds unnatural. Instead, we naturally connect ideas. I woke up and drank coffee, then I went to work. Arabic works the same way. استيقظت وشربت قهوة ثم ذهبت إلى العمل. To connect words, phrases, and sentences, Arabic uses conjunctions, also known as حروف العطف. Welcome back to Arabic with Amina, and in this video we're going to be breaking down حروف العطف, what they mean and how to use them correctly. حروف العطف translate to letters of connection. Why letters? Because they are considered a type of harf, which is a particle. They are particles that connect words, phrases, or clauses together, and they are essential to learning Arabic as a second language. When you understand them correctly, they can improve the level of your proficiency by enhancing your capacity for more complex expression. So that means you can avoid using disconnected sentences and actually speak more fluently. This particle is known as حرف العطف. What falls before it is called المعطوف, and what comes after it is المعطوف عليه. And the importance of knowing these is the fact that the before المعطوف and after المعطوف عليه must match in grammatical case. This means if one has a dhamma, then the other will also have a dhamma. If it has fatha, the same for the other, fatha. They have to match. 10 conjunctions known as حروف العطف. And they are wa, la, بل حتى أو ف ثم لكن. And we're going to be covering all 10 of these with clear examples. Starting off with wa, which means and. جاء زيد وعمر. Zaid and Omar came. The meaning of wow is pretty obvious. It means and. Something to notice, though, is that the letter wow is not a separate word. Instead, it is written with its paired noun or phrase as one. So there's no actual space between wow and Umar, even though it seems like there is with this font. Whereas in English, and is its own word, and the noun it is connecting is its own word as well. Another example is جاء زيد وعمر وأحمد وسامي. Zaid, Umar, Ahmad, and Sami came. Notice how Arabic repeats the word wa or and, unlike English, where we only have one and in the entire sentence. For each connecting phrase, we will have to repeat the letter wow, whereas in English, we simply put commas in between and then have one word before the last connecting noun or phrase. Noteworthy, the letter wow, which means and, does not have a sequence to it. That means, in this example, we don't know who came first, but we do know that they all did come. Next, we have fa. Fa can mean so or then, and is best illustrated when using an example, such as دخل الحارس فالمدير. The guard entered, then the manager. Here, fa is equivalent to the word then, or we could say followed by. And this conjunction is also connected to the noun after it and is not its own separate word. Something about fa is that it indicates sequence. We know that first the guard entered, and then the manager came after. This is a sequence of events or a sequence of people, and the period of time in between is short. So maybe it was just a minute or a few seconds. And so fa indicates sequence of a short period of time. Another example using the letter fa is قرأت ففهمت. I read, so then I understood. Here, the letter fa carries a sequence meaning, so we know that I first read and then I understood. And it also has a causative meaning. It has a reason. So, because I read, I understood. The letter fa actually means a bunch of other things, and I cover that in a different video. But here we are just talking about fa as حرف عطف, as a conjunction. Now we will be talking about ثم, which also means then. So our example is ظهرت الأزهار ثم الثمار. The flowers appeared, then the fruits. Here we have ثم, which is its own separate word. It's not attached to the word after it. And it is very similar to what we just learned about fa. It translates to then and indicates sequence. First flowers and then fruits. But the difference between the letter fa and ثم is that the sequence for ثم is a long period of time. So the time for a tree to blossom and then later on develop fruit is not minutes or hours. It's something that takes weeks to months. And that is what distinguishes these two conjunctions. Now we're going to be talking about حتى. Our example would be يموت الناس حتى الأنبياء. People die, even the prophets. So, obvious from the example, حتى means even. It is to include. Another example is أكلت السمكة حتى رأسها. I ate the fish, even its head. We are including the head and the fish. All of it was eaten. And because السمكة carries a fatha and is known as what falls before the حرف عطف, it is المعطوف. What comes after it, المعطوف عليه, will also carry the same حركة. So the fatha. However, we can have this exact same sentence with a kasra. And the reason is because the word حتى is not only حرف عطف, but is also one of حروف الجر, meaning it is a preposition. When it is a preposition, what comes after it will be majrur, meaning usually have a kasra. And when it is a preposition or حرف jar, it means until. So that's basically the ending line. So I ate the fish until its head. I did not eat the head in this circumstance. We are not including the head. And that's just something to know about the word حتى. If you want to know more about prepositions, I do have a video on that. Now we will talk about the conjunction أو, which means or. الكلمة اسم أو فعل أو حرف. A word is a noun, a verb, or a particle. Similarly to the word and, it is only used once in a sentence in English. Whereas in Arabic, we will use this conjunction between each phrase or noun we are connecting. So in our Arabic sentence, we have two of this conjunction or حرف عطف, whereas in English, we only have one. The function of O is obviously to express choices or alternatives. We can even use it in questions. أزيد باعك البضاعة أو سامي? Did Zaid sell you the merchandise or Sammy? There are alternatives and choices to choose from, and it can be used in sentences or questions. Why is that important? It's relative to our next conjunction, which is which also means or. So it's similar to أو. The difference is that is primarily used in interrogative sentences, meaning it's used in questions to ask which of the options is true. So this is the same example we had with أو, أزيد باعك البضاعة أو سامي, but now we're saying أزيد باعك البضاعة أم سامي, and it carries the same meaning, or. The difference is that we wouldn't use this in a sentence. So for O, we said الكلمة اسم أو فعل أو حرف. Here we cannot say الكلمة اسم أم فعل أم حرف if we're not asking it as a question. Next up we have بل, which means rather. لا تصاحب الأشرار بل الأخيار. Do not befriend the wicked. Instead, befriend the good. This is used for correction or contrast. This particle negates the first part of the sentence and corrects the second part of it, or replaces the previous idea. The first part of the sentence, al-ma'tuf, is what we do not want to convey, befriend the wicked. Whereas the part that comes after it, al-ma'tuf alayh, is befriending the good. That is what we want to convey. That is the correct idea we're trying to say. Next up, we have لا. اجمع أقلامك لا كتبك. Gather your pens, not your books. So similarly to بل, we are denying the first part of the sentence and confirming the second part. We do not want you to gather your pens, only your books. And last but not least, we have لكن. لم يسافر الطلاب لكن وكيلهم. The students did not travel, but their representative did. Whenever you are using the word لكن as a حرف عطف, the part that comes before it will be negated. So here our negation is with the particle لم, which is equivalent to did not, denying the first part of the sentence and confirming the second. So that is why the first part of the sentence must be negated when using لكن as a conjunction. That is it for all 10 of حروف العطف. Now you'll be able to use these conjunctions to speak more fluently and connect your sentences and ideas in conversation. If you found this video useful, definitely check out one of the other videos on the screen, subscribe so you don't miss out, and share the good by liking, sharing, and commenting your thoughts. See you next time. Arabic with Amina.